Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to our next session of the day here. We're here with MapleLMS this time with Matt and Avon. So I will hand it over to you guys. Take it away.
Thanks, Jess. Hi, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Matt Peterson, a relationship director at MapleLMS, where I work closely with associations and nonprofits to support and grow their continuing education programs. I'm joined today by my colleague Avon, and together we're excited to walk you through a live demo of the MapleLMS platform. Before we get started, I just wanted to say a big thank you to ASAE for inviting us to participate in LMS Demo Days. We're proud to be an ASAE Alliance partner and even prouder to power ASAE Academy as their learning management system provider. If you haven't already, I encourage you to check out ASAE Academy and take a course there and even earn some CAE credits. We'll keep things interactive today. Please feel free to drop any questions into the Q&A box as we go. We'd also love for you to drop your business cards so we continue our discussion, and we'll either answer questions live during the presentation or circle back at the end. So let's dive in. Wanted to start off with what is MapleLMS. MapleLMS is a secure cloud-based white-labeled learning management system built for professional organizations like yours. We're SOC 2 Type 2 certified, so your data is in very safe hands. It's flexible enough to support organizations of all sizes, from small nonprofits to large trade and member associations, and it can be accessed anytime, anywhere, from any browser or device. We're also proud to bring AI-powered capabilities to our platform, from auto-generating quizzes and grading to AI-based proctoring for high-stakes exams, and personalized content recommendations using predictive analytics to improve learning outcomes. Our platform also will support your continuing education programs with CE credits, digital badges, certifications, and great CE tracking tools. Offline access is available via our native iOS and Android mobile apps, and e-commerce and microsite capabilities for generating your non-dues revenue. We're also proud to be fully accessible for all learners. Our solution is highly configurable so it can adapt to your unique use cases, branding, and learning goals. All right, so let's move into the heart of today's session, a live demo. Over the demo, Avon's going to show you the learner experience, exactly what your members would see with their learning experiences, the administrative dashboard for managing courses, users, reports, and so much more. And a major strength of MapleLMS is integration. You'll also see how MapleLMS can integrate to help your team save time, reduce costs, all while creating an exceptional learning experience for your members. We are a preferred partner of Salesforce and integration partners with most association management systems, and we're listed on the Salesforce App Exchange as the #1 rated LMS. With over 500 open APIs, MapleLMS integrates seamlessly with your AMS, CRM, and many other third-party applications. This will create a unified experience for your users, including single sign-on, real-time data sync for learner transcripts, certificates in progress, and the ability to sell your courses via your own storefront, or you may use ours. So I'm going to hand it over to Avon, who will walk you through the platform in action. Good morning, Avon. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Matt. Nice to be here again. And thanks again to our audience for attending our demo. I'm going to dive into the demo right away, just switching my screen over here. Give me one sec. And Matt, let me just know if we are on the right screen now.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay. So I wanted to get started with some of the most widely utilized features, capabilities, but also talk a little bit about some of the key solutions that we provide to an association, starting with integration with an association management system. That's typically the #1 need with many associations, and I'm kind of bringing up associations because I believe this is a majority of our audience today. but we integrate with quite a few tools. AMS is just one of that. Typically, there are three core components to this integration, or three key capabilities. One of that is a e-commerce capability, which allows you to sell your educational offerings through your existing storefront on the AMS. Secondly, your users get a single sign-on access to MapleLMS, so they don't need additional credentials to log in to the learning site. And thirdly, data synchronization. So learning data from MapleLMS flows back into an individual's contact record. So we'll see all of that in action. For instance, I'm logged into a member portal right now. So this is a member portal of an AMS, and simply browsing around the storefront. Some of these trainings or courses have been set up for a member non-member cost, and some of these have been set up for a default cost. And let's take a course, try to make a purchase. For example, the leadership online course, and that's over here. Now, I've already added this to my cart, but by the time we are making a transaction, I wanted to talk about how this connection works. So, the integration allows you to map a course with a product built out in your storefront. Typically, you would start with a product first, or you can start with a course or a training built out in MapleLMS first, and map those two together with the help of a unique ID, help of a unique course ID. The second part to this is about enrollment. How does the individual gets enrolled after the purchase has been made? And that's an automated process. So when the transaction goes through, there's an enrollment API which triggers on the back end and enrolls this individual into the course that they purchased. So this kind of automates the entire flow of e-commerce. We don't really need to manually pull records, add them to the right courses. It all becomes automated, saving you a lot of time. So with that, we've got the purchase completed. So we now have the course purchased, and we can navigate to the LMS now and access the course right away. Now, the options to navigate are typically added in your main menu, and most commonly in the education section. We can also have a separate menu item for the Learning Center. And all I need to do is click into this option, which opens up a new tab. And this would log me into my learning account right away, providing access to all the education that I purchased, including courses, maybe in person sessions, maybe webinars. And right over here is the course that we just purchased. So as you can see, it's immediate. It just happens right away. There are no delays in terms of access, and that basically provides a better user experience to your members and non-members. With that, there's third component, which is data sync, and that's probably one of the most important components to this integration. And that basically is about synchronizing an individual's data, learning data, back to their contact records. So we're looking at a contact record right now, and on this contact record, I see a tab for MapleLMS. This is Sam Smith, is a member, and what you see here is a list of courses that Sam is enrolled into, along with progress within those courses, completion date as well. We can also track what credits or the amount of credits this user has achieved for different courses and the date when the credit was issued. And on top of that, we can easily track what certificates have been achieved on what date and for what courses. There are a few more data points that can be synced back, such as badges or evaluations or surveys, or maybe assessment results. So, quite a few options around data synchronization, but these would be some of the most common items that we sync with an individual's record. So overall, this integrated experience or this integration provides a better user experience, not just to the end user, but also makes your administrative task a lot more efficient because your data is automatically coming back to your system of records. And once we have that data, we can obviously build out some reports and dashboards right into our AMS, maybe just to track learning specific data, or maybe we can combine that data with some other data, maybe membership data, maybe purchase data, and create a dashboard accordingly. For instance, on this dashboard, I'm tracking course completion by month, so number of completions in a month. We're tracking a monthly enrollment report that shows number of enrollments in a given month, monthly credit report as well, and top 10 certificates, and maybe some data around feedback survey. So that indicates the number of responses to a specific feedback survey. Briefly, that's the integration capability between MapleLMS and an association management system. And from here, I'm going to navigate into a user's dashboard, walk you through a user's experience as well. We're looking at a learner's account right now. So this is a learner's dashboard, and the dashboard is built up of widgets and blocks. You have ways to customize the look and feel of it. Overall, it's a white label solution. So not just colors, logos, or fonts can be customized, but even these widgets can be rearranged, and you can set up a preferred view for all your learners. For instance, this top section over here is a scrolling banner image widget, and mostly used to advertise new courses, maybe webinars or event registrations, right on top section of this page. On the bottom, I see some top level catalogs available within the system with an option to browse full catalog. So if I were to navigate into, say, webinars and find just webinars, I can simply click into it, and I'll see a list of webinars available over here right away with a few more filtering options available on top. Now let's head back. And as we scroll down, I'll see a list of courses and trainings and all the learning activities that I'm currently enrolled into. Some of these are in person sessions, some of these are certifications, and some of these are learning paths as well, which essentially is a collection or series of courses combined in a sequential or a non sequential pattern. From here, there's one more item available on the left-hand side, which is recommendations. So our system provides automatic recommendations to users based on their interest. An interest can be captured based on their current engagement, their past engagement, and maybe some parameter from their profile field, maybe their designation, job title, or the industry that they belong to. But these recommendations can further lead to a purchase. When individuals find relevant content, relevant courses, they're most likely to make a purchase and buy a new relevant course. With that, let's take a look at some learning experience as well. I'm going to dive into one of these courses that I built out. And this is just a online self-paced course. I see my progress over here with an option to resume from where I left off. This course has been divided into multiple sections or multiple topics, and each topic shows topic-wise progress as well. To begin with, let's go to the left-hand menu and click into one of these activities. What we are looking at is a SCORM package or a SCORM lesson. The one thing to notice is that the package opens within the same tab, and there are no pop-up blockers which avoid content from loading, which is one of the most biggest challenges with SCORM packages. So your package, your content file is fully embedded inside a course, again, providing a better user experience. But apart from SCORM package, if you work with videos, then we have a solution for that as well. We have built-in authoring tools that will allow you to import your video files and layer interactions on top of it. For instance, this is just a video lesson, but this video has a interaction at this specific timestamp. So as I'm watching this video and as I reach that particular timestamp, the video can pause automatically, and some sort of interaction can appear on top of my screen, maybe a knowledge check or maybe a statement or a URL, just like that. Now, when we click into it, I'll see a multiple choice question. When I respond to this question, I can get a feedback for the right and wrong answer. And if I end up with the wrong answer, it can send me back into the video. So as I hit continue, the video begins from start. But that's just one format. There are about 40 different formats available. But On top of that, there are modules available like assessments for assessments as well as feedback surveys. This over here is a assessment, and this is known as a quiz module in our system. We are launched into an assessment right now. There are time limit capabilities. There's randomization supported, and 16 different question types are available. But one of our latest developments is around generating questions using AI. So there's an AI question generator which can look at your current course content and generate relevant questions accordingly. Or you can simply type in a prompt and have it generate the relevant questions. I'm going to finish this test with some random responses over here. And once I submit my responses, it will take me to a page where I can see my score. So we scored 80% uh, time it took, and simply indicates the right and wrong answer choices and some feedback for the right and wrong answer choices. With that, another module that we see a lot, or one that's very common, is an evaluation. And that's what an evaluation could look like. I've created a fairly simple evaluation with just two different question types. So, rating scale question, an open ended question, and evaluations can also be saved as templates, so you don't have to recreate your evaluations again. You can create once and use those templates across all the new courses that you build out. Lastly, as part of the achievement, you may want to offer a certificate of completion or maybe a badge, and that's fully supported within our system. Over here, I think I've already got this certificate, but I can click on get your certificate, and that gives me a PDF copy of the certificate right away. The certificates are customizable too, so we can have custom backgrounds, we can have a variety of things on top of a certificate. But the name of the participant, name of the course, date when the certificate was issued, that's automatically printed. Some of our customers would like to add contact hours or CEs or credits that an individual has earned out of the course, along with maybe an expiration date to the certificate. Another neat capability around certificate is sharing. So once you have earned a certificate, you can add that straight to your LinkedIn profile. And that's just one way to share your certificates or achievements across social media. With that, let's move to the profile for a bit. And on the profile, we'll find quite a few things. Firstly, this profile includes several custom fields for membership type, for role, audience type, job title as well. And many of these fields can be locked, so individuals don't edit, but those get updated automatically with the integration with your AMS. For learners, they do have an achievements tab where they can again track all their badges, track the certificates that they've earned. Each certificate will have a unique code, date and time when it was issued, and will indicate if it's expired or expiring at a specific date and time. Sometimes when you have certifications, or I shouldn't say sometimes, but usually when certifications are earned, there's also a process to recertify. And in that scenario, the system can send out reminders for recertification to individuals who are due for recertification. But with that, that's a little walkthrough of the user's experience. A couple of things that I haven't touched upon would be language capabilities. We support over 50 different languages, and we do have accessibility tools available within the platform. There are quite a few. Some of these that I've enabled over here would be around adjusting the text size, maybe changing colors, or resetting the color adjustments. But with that, I'm going to jump into an admin's view now. So we are looking at a admin's account right now, and that's what an admin's interface looks like. First off, you have full control over your site. So you have full site administration tools available. But the first thing that I wanted to walk you through from an admin's interface would be your microsite capability. Microsites are independent learning portals which can be created for different audiences. And that's also sometimes a common use case for trade associations because you work with member organizations. So you can provide microsites as an offering. Typically, it's a portal a separate learning portal. And let me just show an example first. I'm going to switch into one of these sites. As I switch into a site, you'll notice a change in the look and feel right away. So the color, the branding changes, data on the bottom changes as well. And it's a way to create exclusive portals for exclusive audiences and provide them with exclusive experiences. I also wanted to touch upon some of the reporting capabilities. There are pre-configured reports and dashboards available. This is one of the dashboards. There are a couple available, and the dashboard tracks a number of data points such as your active users, enrollment, and completion rate. Progress tracking, pretty straightforward. Search for a course and look up the data. You have export options available, so all of the data, all of the content can be exported as well. We can track which courses are most popular within the system, and we can track who's logged in right now, the time they've spent since their login, and on the right, you can track average user access. So that's basically indicating which time slots were the most busiest for your LMS site. Daily activities, that shows, well, that's basically answers to everyday questions. So how many learners logged in, how many instructors, enrollments, course completions, registrations, and most importantly, we can also track our inactive users. So users who have a account on our site but never logged in. Then there are custom reports available. As I said, there are a couple of report builders, but this here is fairly simple. Simply select the fields of your choice, let's say first name, last name, enrollment date, completion status, and that would populate our data. We can also include some custom profile fields, maybe job title, membership type, or name of the organization, and easily create a custom report with a new name, short name, download, and an option to add this to our dashboard. You'll also find pre-configured reports in MapleLMS. Overall, there are about 50 plus reports available. I'll kind of bring up some of the most important ones. This over here is an attendance report for a Zoom session. So if you do webinars or live virtual trainings, this would be a handy report. This report tracks data for a live session or a virtual session and shows a list of individuals who attended the session, their name, their email, name of the session, name of the course, where it was scheduled, session engagement criteria, attendance status of the participant, joining time, leaving time, overall duration spent on the session, and then further an option to look at the recording as well and track some more data. Since we are on this report, I also wanted to mention about one integration with our web conferencing platforms. Um, we support integration with Zoom, Teams, GoToMeeting, and many more. It's a two-way integration and comes with quite a few capabilities like automatically uploading a recording or clearly tracking that data within the LMS, and obviously creating, managing, and scheduling a session from within the LMS. Then there's credit activity reports. So if you issue credits, which I think most associations do, this is again a handy report to look at. What you get on this report is a list of individuals who earned a credit type. So we'll see credit type over here, credit value, date and time when it was awarded, and an option to look at the certificate that was achieved as well. And you have ways to filter out by a course, by a credit type, by a user's name or email, or a date range. I'm also going to jump into some of the activity specific reports. For example, tracking attempts for a quiz or an assessment, and that's what it looks like. So you'll see individuals who participated into the assessment, their name, their email, status, start date and time, completed date and time, time it took to complete the assessment, and overall score achieved by the participant, score for each question as well. There's an option to review an individual's attempt or export this data in multiple formats. Similarly, for evaluations, we can head straight to an evaluation and we'll see number of responses. we'll see some data for the responses as well. So this was a rating scale question type, and 100% strongly agree that the course content was clear and easy to understand. 88% strongly agree that they feel more confident in their understanding. We asked for some additional topics or some improvements in future courses. So that was an open ended question. That's how users responded to it. So we see their name and the response. Then we asked for recommendations. So 100% are likely to recommend this course. But with that, that's some walkthrough of the reporting capabilities. I lastly wanted to touch upon notification capabilities. Notification are a key, reminders are a key as well. And we have about 50 plus notifications that are pre-configured. So you don't really have to send out an email manually. The system can do that for you. There are templates built out, and these templates are for pretty much every instance. So when an account gets created, or when a course has been completed, or when a course hasn't been completed, a notification would go out automatically. Now, as an admin, you can control these notifications, so you can disable or enable, and you can customize the notification settings and the message as well. And most importantly, changing the frequency of the notification so that can be easily adjusted from this interface. So overall, there are quite a few tools, pretty much everything that you need to run your educational programs, and that too in different formats, and not just online learning, live virtual, as well as in person, or maybe offering learning paths and certifications. We have solution for all of those. And I think we're catching up on time. So I'm going to conclude my demonstration over here and give it back to you, Matt.
Thanks, Avon. That was a great demo, very, very comprehensive, and we appreciate everyone's attention. Before we wrap up, I wanted to highlight something that really sets MapleLMS apart, our support and training. So here's what you can expect. You can expect 24/7 technical support, unlimited live virtual training for your admins and content creators. All our platform upgrades are included. You also get unlimited secure cloud storage. So there's no surprise fees or caps. And that brings us to the Q&A portion. If you haven't already, feel free to drop your question into the chat. There were a couple that I thought we have answered, but worth bubbling up. There were some questions about the integration and what kind of data flows back into an AMS or CRM. So that's somewhat flexible, but most of our clients are looking for the high-level learning progress and achievements to come back into their AMS. So course enrollment date, maybe progress in that course completion date, any credits earned, the credit type, any certificates, badges earned can come back. If those have expiration dates, that data can come back. Some of our clients like to bring assessment scores or survey results also back into the AMS. And some of that is also dependent on the APIs available in your AMS. So we'd be happy to connect with you more. If you'd like, we can provide more information based on the exact application that you're using. So Laura had asked, when you say active user, is that different than named user model? Yeah, so some LMSs will charge you based on registered users. We base it on the concept of an active user. So a user is active if they actually log into the system. If their account is simply created, that would not fall into the active user model. There was also some questions for an in-person conference. Is there ability to create or print a sign-in sheet needed physical signature? You could certainly have that. Many of our clients who are looking to track attendance for in-person events will do it through a QR code. I'm not sure if that would meet your needs. If you need to have a physical document, then that could certainly be maintained, and you can upload an Excel or CSV spreadsheet with everyone who's marked it. But a QR code often works well. You could display a QR code on a screen in a general session room or maybe at your registration desk. The user would go to that site and mark their attendance in MapleLMS, and that's another way to track attendance. Okay, well, I think we are at time. I do want to thank ASAE once again for allowing us to participate, and we appreciate you spending part of your day with us. We hope the demo gave you a great sense of what MapleLMS can do for your organization. We also offer a free 15-day trial of MapleLMS. You can head to our website to set it up, or there's also a QR code that will take you to that page to be able to experience MapleLMS for yourself. We'd also love to continue the conversation about your professional development goals and how MapleLMS can support them. So feel free to drop your business card in the event platform, or you can reach out to me directly at matt@maplelms.com, and I'd be happy to schedule a follow-up. Thanks again, and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you so much, Matt and Avon. That was fantastic. If you want to connect with MapleLMS, don't forget to answer the poll that will be popping up on your screen shortly. Scan their QR code here, or when you're back in the lobby, drop a business card on their tile, or just send them an email. Both Matt and Avon's email addresses will be on there for you. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us here today. That was fantastic. And our next session will be in about 15 minutes. So see you there.